What are some of the causes of kidney problems? This could include disease conditions, it could include drugs, and it could include other risk factors. By disease conditions, I mean disease conditions like hypertension, which is high blood pressure. According to the WHO, hypertension is when your blood pressure is more than or equal to 140 over 90. So when your blood pressure is this high, it damages the kidney. Another condition that affects the kidney is diabetes mellitus. This leads to damage of the glomerulus that helps in the production of urine. So when this damages them, you producing urine becomes a problem. Another condition is autoimmune disease like SLE. SLE is systemic lupus erythematosus. This is a condition that results as a result of your own body fighting its own organs. So your body recognizes your own organs as foreign and try to destroy them, try to attack them. So when you have one of these conditions, one of the organs that could be attacked is your kidney. Another cause of kidney disease is infection like say from staph aureus, if not treated properly, could lead to glomerulonephritis, pyelonephritis, and other inflammatory disease of the kidney. Another cause of kidney disease is you inheriting certain conditions like polycystic kidney disease. Yes, you may inherit this from any family member. Another cause of kidney disease, where this is like a risk factor, is diet. When we take in too much salt, it could damage our kidneys. And then our exposure to certain drugs like nephrotoxic drugs and excess intake of antibiotics and even herbal medication. There is this belief among Africans and even Ghanaians that herbal medications are the best. But when these herbal medications are taken without us knowing if it contains substances that may not be good for the kidney, it may end up damaging your kidney. Sometimes the dosage may be too high for the kidney. If this isn't checked properly, it could damage our kidneys. Also, certain lifestyles like the intake of alcohol and smoking could lead to hypertension, which subsequently will lead to kidney disease. One other condition I should have mentioned is obstructive disease that prevents the outflow of urine from your bladder. So when this disease like prostate enlargement prevents outflow of urine from your bladder, the urine could flow back to the kidney, causing hydronephrosis, which subsequently could lead to chronic kidney disease. So then, how would we get to know for sure if we have problems with our kidneys? You may not know for sure if you have problems with your kidney until you visit your medical doctor, who will take your history, examine you, and conduct certain investigations to check how your kidneys are functioning. That is because kidney problems, just like many medical conditions, share symptoms and signs with other conditions. So you can't really look at symptoms and signs that have been elicited and say, hey, this is kidney disease without further investigations. I also like you to know that the kidneys are one of the major organs which, when affected, negatively affect basically all the body systems. It affects all the body systems. So then have myriads of symptoms and signs. So the signs and symptoms includes but not limited to integumentary problems like pruritus, where as a result of the accumulation of urea under your skin, your body itches and you scratch your body excessively, causing so many scratches on your skin. And sometimes you see that you have white patches on your skin. Nervous system disorder like headaches, confusion, lack of concentration, respiratory disorders like difficulty in breathing, and a condition we call uremic lung due to the accumulation of urea. GIT problems like gastrointestinal bleeding, you feeling to vomit and you actually vomiting. Heart conditions like hypertension. Yes, hypertension is here again. So you may ask yourself, how come hypertension is a cause and also a manifestation? That is because hypertension and kidney disease are closely related. Kidney disease could lead to hypertension, and hypertension could lead to kidney disease. We also have musculoskeletal problems like weak bones, bone pain, and all of that. Because remember, we were taught back in primary school that one function of vitamin D is to give us strong bones. So imagine your kidney being unable to convert the inactive vitamin D into the active vitamin D. Your body won't get to use it, and so you end up having weak bones. Another problem we could have is a problem with the urinary system itself. You may either be urinating too much, you may be urinating less, or you may not urinate at all. So you see that maybe you wake up say twice or thrice during the night to go and urinate. That may be one sign of kidney problems. And then you could also have problem with your reproductive system, where you could have sexual dysfunction, you could have infertility, you could have loss of libido. Yes, so if you realize that there's been a change in your sex life, all of a sudden you do not have appetite for sex anymore, all of a sudden you are sensing some abnormalities when they come to your reproductive system and your sex life, you should go visit your doctor immediately. You could have electrolyte disturbances, like too much potassium in your body or too much sodium in your body, where too much potassium in your body could be dangerous and lead to cardiac dysrhythmias. By dysrhythmias, I mean instead of your heart beating at the normal rhythm, like the boom 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 that it could be boom boom boom, and it will just be beating anyhow. And then also too much sodium. When there's too much sodium in your body, you retain too much water. Remember initially I told you that one function of the kidney is to excrete excess water. When you have too much sodium in your body, this sodium will keep the excess water that's supposed to come out in your urine. It will keep it in you, and so you realize that you will swell up. You realize that your face will swell, and then your limbs will swell up, your legs will swell, which in medical term we call edema. We could also realize that you may have hematologic problems. By hematologic I mean blood problems. You could have anemia. Anemia is what some accounts call unimoja umoja swati. So anemia is as a result of your body being unable to produce erythropoietin. So because you need erythropoietin to produce red blood cells, in the absence of the kidney producing this erythropoietin, you won't be able to produce red blood cells, and so you will become anemic. And also you may have bleeding disorders as a result of platelet dysfunction. The excess accumulation of urea in your body cause derailment of platelets. They won't be able to work as they are. So there may be a lot in your body, but they won't be able to work as they are. So when something cuts you, it's difficult for the blood to clot to seal the place. So you realize that you may have bleeding problems. Also, you may be prone to a number of infections, because once again, the excess accumulation of urea in your body leads to the dysfunction of white blood cells. So yes, once again, their quantity may be more in the body, but they won't function as they should function.